In today's episode of Project Ozone 2 Kappa Mode Creative, we make the most overpowered armor in the game, we become immortal, we kill the hardest boss in the entire game, and we get one step closer to the final item craft. With that being said, let's get into today's episode. In the last episode, we got to make the Infinity Catalyst, and we also happen to make the Infinity Ingot, which is super poggers. Now, the thing that I want to work on today is I want to make myself the World Breaker, which needs a chaotic core, but more importantly, I want to also upgrade our armor because we actually do have to fight the Chaos Guardian, which is going to be, a not so fun fight. And I think the best way to handle the Chaos Guardian is to use the Infinity Armor, which looks relatively simple-ish to make. So I think I want to quickly make this and hope for the best. I don't think there's anything here that's too crazy, but yeah, I think it's time that we upgrade from our, draconic armor to the best armor in the game, which allows us to become immortal. And just like that, we now have the best armor in the entire game. We are now literally unkillable, not even by the /kill command, which is insane. Ouch, that looked like it hurt. That is insane that we can survive console commands. So we are gonna have to go to the end dimension and we're gonna have to fly like 20,000 blocks in a random given direction. I'm almost wondering, I don't think I can bypass this because I'm gonna need the chaos shards. So I have to kill the dragon at least once. Unfortunately, we are pretty well equipped for this fight actually, since we literally cannot die. I believe the way that the Infinity Armor works is it takes away our hitbox. So I think it's time that we go fight the Chaos Guardian. So I didn't have to fly out as far as I thought I did. I thought it was 20,000 by 20,000, and it turns out it's not, which is interesting. I think what I can do is I can just pop this, right? Yeah, this is not like the newer versions of the Chaos Guardian fight. I can just like whack this a few times. Why is this not dying? So it turns out it's really difficult to do this fight, especially when he's flying around trying to beat up your butt over here. Can you not? That would be great. I would greatly appreciate it. You're so loud, my guy. There we go. All right, we gotta destroy all his little crystal dude thingies. All right, there we go. That's destroyed. I love how he's just trying to kill me. This guy literally can't even kill me. He is trying his best to kill me right now. God damn it, stupid crystal. All right, where is he? Come here, big boy. Oh my god, he's so fast. And he's dead. Literally dead. Yeah, my sword is the best sword in the game. That's right. Get destroyed, Chaos Guardian. What you gonna do about it? I think if I do this, right? Can I pick this up or? Yeah, there we go. Perfect. All right, give me all the chaos shards, please. I have to sit here for a minute because what's gonna happen is the island's gonna destroy itself. And yeah, you can see this like little white hole here. It's gonna like blow up the entire island. So now that we've fought the Chaos Guardian and destroyed his face, we can now start doing the Chaos Ingot and the Chaos Catalyst, which is basically the end game of this mod pack, right? So the Chaos Catalyst is this beautiful recipe right here. And oh boy, there's a lot of stuff here that's already done. We're good there. But one of the things that we have to make is this Infinity Star, which is going to require a neutronium compressor with 40,000 nether stars. Yes, I know. That's crazy amounts of nether stars, but I think we can do it. So all we got to do to set this up is get ourselves a neutronium compressor like so, and get ourselves a drawer. Let's make sure that we have the creative upgrades on us, and then we're going to need some nether stars. Also going to need one of those translocators like so. Also going to need the glowstone, I think. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to place this down like so. I'm going to place the translocator on top, the drawer on top of that. that, and then this like so on that drawer. Let me go ahead and put the nether stars in with the creative vending upgrade, and then we're just going to tell it to go, and that should in theory start to go ahead and fill that bad boy up. And I think I can make it go even faster if I tell it, hey, you can extract stacks at a time from this beautiful translocator like so, and then that should start to go ahead and pull out a lot faster than it would have done previously. Beautiful. And just like that, we should now have the infinity star. So let's go ahead and get that bad boy, and I think that is pretty much all we need to like worry about at this very given moment is the infinity star, which is now done. Okay, now that we're home, let's go ahead and pick a crafting table for which one we're going to be using for the chaos catalyst. So we need a infinity catalyst. Wait, we already have some. Perfect. And then we're going to need the infinity star like so, and then I believe the next one was draconic cores. There's like a lot of cores in there, so like the draconic core, the wyvern core, the draconic core, and we are going to need the chaotic core, which luckily for us there is no infusion crafting in this version, so we can just make the chaotic core relatively simply. Actually, I really like this version. So to continue with the chaos catalyst, we're going to need eternal singularities, neutronium blocks, and crystal matrix blocks. Okay, crystal matrix blocks are easy enough, and then the eternal singularity we already have, so let's go ahead and make that a thing. I am gonna have to make the other thing. Actually, I can probably just make a stack of chaotic cores relatively simply actually, so I don't have to worry about that too much. Where is the stack? There it is. It's a little bit laggy sometimes, and we'll put that in the system for when we want to create it later. Beautiful. So it's gonna go infinity catalyst, infinity star, all the cores. I hate that I can't shift click into there. So draconic, wyvern, awakened, and chaotic, and then we need the eternal singularity. So let me grab that, and we're also going to need a set of neutronium blocks, which is relatively simple, and then we're just going to need the eternal singularity, a stack of those bad boys like so. Beautiful. And then that's going to go there and there. Also, I want to see, is this recipe shapeless or is it not like the infinity catalyst? Because if it's not like the infinity catalyst, it's, yeah, it is shapeless. Cool. So it doesn't matter what order these items go in, but I like to, you know, keep them in order. So ultimate stew, we have the ultimate stew is so annoying to make. The ultimate stew, there we go. And then it wants cosmic meatballs, which we have. At least we should have cosmic meatballs. And I already forgot the rest of the things that I need. Endless pearls. Ooh, I don't like handling endless pearls, especially near my ME system, because yeah, things can go wrong relatively quickly. Let's see, what else do we need for the chaos catalyst here? So the chaos catalyst is going to require us to make the ultimate control circuits and the atomic alloy. I don't think I have the ultimate control circuits. I do. And then it wants us to get the atomic alloy like so. Beautiful. We are going through this relatively quickly, guys. All of the wafers from Galacticraft. So basic, advanced, carbon, titanium, and we don't have diamond wafers yet. Do we need it? We do need diamond wafers for this. And it does look like I need red gem wafers, and I don't have any of the other gem wafers. Okay, that means we're gonna have to go back over to our other base here to go ahead and prepare for these wafers. So the diamond wafer is done, thankfully. However, we're gonna need all the other gem wafers. So yeah, I don't know how that's gonna go. So I didn't really put this on a thing. So I'm just gonna like do this for now and like hope that that's the right order, which I don't think it is. So we need the red gem wafer. So it's repeater, and okay, so that's all we need to really worry about is, okay, that's fair enough. Now, do we have that down already? We do not. Okay, so the circuit fabricator is what we're gonna need here. So the circuit fabricator, which we have, beautiful, and that's gonna need some power. So that's gonna mean we're gonna need a quantum entangle porter. So let me grab one of those guys, and then I think it's this side that requires the energy. I don't remember because it's been quite a while since I've actually used this bad boy. Nope, it is the other side. Yeah, which side is it? Or did I not set the network? I didn't set the network. I'm silly. So that was the correct side. So we need, you guessed it, some repeaters. We need the silicon silicon. So 2 stacks of those bad boys. We're gonna need all the gems from the planets. So blue, white, and red for this. So there we go. We're gonna put this in here with this as well with the repeaters, and we're gonna do 1 of each wafer type. Alrighty, we have everything that we need here. So we have the ultimate control circuits, we have the atomic control circuits, we have the diamond wafers, we have the carbon wafers, we have the titanium wafers, we have the red gem wafers, we have the blue gem, the white gem, the basic, and the advanced wafers. Now we are going to need a few more things for this row, like for example the advanced circuit, which I think we have, and the octadic, the crystallized redstone, and a few of these redstone chips. So unfortunately, some of the next few things that we have to make require this laser drill thing. So we're gonna need to make these chip sets. So we're gonna need to go ahead and power that guy. I think that's working. So if we look at this again, you can kind of see that we've got to make like the gold chip set, and we got to make the quartz chip set, and a few other of these chip sets. These chip sets are kind of really annoying to make, I'm gonna be honest. So I'm probably gonna be here for a couple of minutes just trying to make all these darn chip sets. Alrighty, so the next parts of this is gonna be a very fun part of this. So we need to make some of the casings, which funny enough, I think we already have a lot of these, but the advanced PCB, I believe we already have. Beautiful. We love to see it. I think a lot of this we've already crafted beforehand. So steel casings, I know for a fact we have steel casings because we have all the freaking mechanism machines in the world. There we go. The chaos catalyst, the iron casing from quantum flux. I don't know if I have that actually, but I'm gonna send it anyway. But there we go. We've got that, and look at that, dude. We're pretty much gonna finish this today. At least I'm gonna try to finish this chaos catalyst today, because I mean, why wouldn't we be able to? I don't think there's anything that's gonna be like overwhelmingly stopping us from being able to make this right now, because I'm pretty sure we have like 90% of this stuff anyway. Like the machine frames from RF Tools, I'm pretty sure we have. Yep, we have those. Dude, I seriously wish I could bookmark stuff. Having to like retype things over and over and over again is such a annoying thing. So the machine base, I believe we also have as well. There we go. That's now done. And we're gonna need the wireless connector. I don't think I have that specifically, but it's not that difficult to make. So we're gonna go ahead and make that. And I've been debating whether or not if I want to potentially add a drawer system on this side of the ME network, so that way I'm not constantly going back and forth between the mining dimension and the overworld. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna end up doing it here. Honestly, I should just stay here right for now until we get this finished. So machine frame basic. Now a lot of this is going to be basically coming down to making the other stuff. So we have all that stuff. I grabbed them all because I don't want to be messing around with the search. They're all in the same row, which is really nice. So it goes basic, reinforced, hardened. Wait, does reinforced go before hardened? I believe so. No, it goes after hardened. Cool. So that's done. We're going to need the factory machine block, which I know I don't have. So I'm just going to quickly grab that and make that up here. At least I don't think I have it. So factory machine block, I don't think I have. Oh no, we do have it. Never mind. I thought we didn't have it, but I guess we do have it. So chaos catalyst is almost there. We need the machine chassis, which I believe we also have. We do. Alrighty, let's go ahead and make the final set of stuff we need to make. Actually, you know what? While I'm here, I might as well creative the chaos catalyst, because we're gonna need those bad boys. And so the chaos catalyst, there we go. And let's go ahead and make this guy. That should be relatively simple and easy to do. The turret based tier 5. I heard that this turret mod is really good actually, so I should check it out at some point, but I never have time to check out any new cool mods, honestly. There we go. So chaos catalyst. We're gonna need the thorium rod. I know we have, because we used it in another recipe for some other thing that I don't remember what we needed it for. Probably the philosopher's stone, if I had to guess. We're gonna make all the blocks of the essences. That's evil. Can I just do like magical crops or something? Yeah, that's probably gonna be the better way to do this, honestly, is just to do it that way. So Akishio, I'm not really sure which one's next, but the Imperial. The fun fact that magical crops is mystical agriculture now in the modern day versions of the Minecrafts. But yeah, I mean, I kind of miss this. And then it wants us to make Zavisio. I'm pretty sure it also wants temporal blocks too, right? If I'm not mistaken. bacon. So it wants the Minicio, Acacio, Crucio, Imperial, Divicio, Mass Divicio blocks, and Temporal Essence blocks. Okay, so it wants all of them. So what is Mass Divicio blocks? Oh, is that weird? Okay, that's that one. Let's just toss this in here. Should I? You know what? I should put them all in here, honestly. Why the hell not? I don't see why not. There we go. Let's grab them all and creative them and grab them in their order. So that one, Acacio, Crucio, this guy, and this guy. So I'm gonna grab them all in their order here. Now we are gonna need the Mass Divicio block, which is just gonna be 9 of the Divicio boys. So this guy here in the crafting table like so, and that's gonna give us the Mass Divicio blocks. There we go. And hopefully it doesn't do that. That's exactly not what I want it to do. I don't like that it does that. And then the last one there looks to be interesting. Oh, it's the temporal blocks, right? Now that I don't know how we're supposed to do, but temporal essence I assume is what we need to turn into a block form here. Yeah, that's exactly what we need to do here. And I wonder what the last set of items are gonna be. Is it gonna be anything like crazy that I'm gonna have to like worry about? Weatherproof glass, weatherproof block, reinforced obsidian, draconium infused. Oh, that's easy. The sexy block is a really cool block. It's basically smelting compressed cobblestone, but I'm pretty sure I thought you could chisel this, but I might be wrong on that. But that's honestly not that bad. Like compressed cobblestone shouldn't be too hard to get our hands on. We should just be able to do that relatively quickly. And we also have a really OP furnace that I have no idea where I put right over here. This guy right here, the ultimate furnace, is a very ultimate furnace. The sexy is now done, and let's start doing this, I guess, right? Because why not? Like, we might as well just finish it, right? So the chaos catalyst is going to need uranium rods. That might be one that we don't have. So uranium rods we do not have, unfortunately. How do I get my hands on uranium rods? Is it going to be as simple as the other ones? Yeah, apparently it is going to be as simple. That's actually really good. Put the thorium rods back, please. There we go. And now we have a stack of uranium rods, and I think everything else is relatively simple to make here. So the draconic infused obsidian, I might already have that. Yeah, draconic infused obsidian we already have. Beautiful. Would you look at that? Let's grab a stack of that bad boy. And then I believe what is the next step here? So that is going to be a reinforced obsidian block. I think I also have that as well. I don't have that, surprisingly. Like, I thought I would have had that by now, but I don't. Dark steel blocks are relatively cheap to make. This lag is kind of annoying, but it kind of makes sense, to be honest. There we go. The reinforced obsidian block is now done. We'll put that up there with the draconic blocks, because why not? We're gonna need a couple more of those weatherproof blocks, and then we're done with the chaos catalyst. So we just need this weatherproof block, which looks to be needing a special item in the middle. It needs wither essence. Okay, so wither skeleton skulls, temporal essence, skeleton seeds are as followed. Okay, we're gonna have to make that one in a second, so we'll skip that one for now. And what is the other weatherproof block? Does it also need it? It does. Okay, so we'll have to come back to that one. Gamers, we are on the final stretch to making the chaos catalyst. All we gotta do is put in these final rows of items: Minicio, Acacio, Crucio, Imperial, Vicio, Massive Vicio, temporal blocks, the sexy blocks, the uranium rods, draconium infused obsidian, reinforced obsidian, weatherproof, and boom, there is a stack of chaos catalyst. Beautiful. Woo! That was a lot of work, but it was well worth it. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to wrap up today's episode of Project Ozone to Kappa Mode Creative. If you enjoyed today's episode, please do me a huge favor, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, ding dong that notification bell, become a part of the Council of Elder. As always, guys, I love you. I'm gonna leave you until next time. We're gonna be digging deep into creative items. With that being said,